This music is soothing for the soul and stimulating for the mind. And I think the best way to consume it is with your whole present self. I think it's very magic music. So just want you to take a minute, just look around you, see what pals are here with you. Look at the trees, feel the wind. Maybe close your eyes. Think about where you are, be right here.
Say the magic words, say the magic words, say the magic spell. Go on, say the magic words, the magic spell, say the magic words, say the magic spell.
I think it's important. I think it's just really connecting in a room, no matter how big the gig is or small the gig is. Like, I just think that magic is essential to staying together. It's glue, it's the glue. Communing is the glue.
I need you all to bring lots of energy and get things going and start making lots of noise. We're going to bring some love. They need your love. They need your love. Please welcome to the Forge. This is the Kit.
Look into what goes into putting a gig on, a small independent show put on by an independent promoter. There's just no way that anyone's going to make any money out of it, but they just love the music so much and the bands and making that amazing event for people to come and be part of. And that's why they do it.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people involved in a lot of areas of the music industry that are sort of passion-based, like, you know, sort of people making it, people running labels, people running venues. There's a lot of people just believing in music and like shared experience through music.
Never been so empowered as independent musicians, but I just like that oral tradition of like being sat in a room with people telling stories or singing. It's been for thousands and thousands and thousands of years, and I just think it'd be really hard to stop our instinct to like come together.
Small venues shut down, then bigger venues don't take small independent promoters seriously, and you know, it's harder to just keep that level of engagement alive.
The business is always good for 8 months of the year, and then it's drastically bad for the other 4 months of the year because of the festivals. Yeah, so the system kind of changed about 4 or 5 years ago, where agents stopped putting their bands out during the summer. So we just kind of try and make our revenue for the whole year in an eight-month period, really. That's how most grass music venues work.
I'd like to think not. I think festivals don't interfere with gigs. I think they're just another level of sort of spreading awareness about bands and music. People go to gigs to enjoy the sound quality and like the sort of more focused interaction with the band, I think. Whereas at festivals, I feel like you're outside. In the UK anyway, I feel like it's more about the festival experience.
You know, they're often really sort of memorable, significant times for people. I mean, gigs are memorable, significant times as well, but, you know, sort of an experience you can have in sort of 3 days at a festival is often like a little sort of chapter of your life.
It'd be great if there was some way of protecting small independent venues and a way of people acknowledging that they're a really crucial part of like the cultural ecosystem of a neighbourhood and of a community, and people meet there and people get inspired there and people, you know, get a bit of the nutrition they need.
We have to really try and help get people through the doors, and particularly younger people, to get them into the habit of going to gigs. All these places like the Joiners in Southampton, where I'm sitting now, these are places which fulfil an incredible role in encouraging a community to come together.
We cut in at that specific time in people's lives where they were transforming from child into adult, which is a difficult period, but also a very stressful period of people's lives. It's certainly the most vivid part of people's lives.
You know, when I started out, if you wanted to meet people and if you wanted to check out a band, you go and see a band and you meet somebody, you know, a girl or some friends, and it was through going to checking out bands, and then they tell you they're going somewhere else the next night, and I think we're losing that a little bit.
Well, now you're clapping, I'm going to show you the backing vocals.
I think there's lots of reasons why people don't help clubs by, you know, they have a club, they go, it's great, and they never go there because they sit home watching the telly and downloading things for free, and I think people are a bit tight really, and I think people have to support their local venues. I try and do it by going out and playing as much as possible.
I don't really blame the internet myself for, you know, the decline in venues or numbers at venues.
So it falls to me now to tell you who's won this year's award, the Outstanding Achievement Award. It goes to someone who has pursued his vision of live music and what it means to people enthusiastically and doggedly through thick and thin for 35 years. This year's winner for his tireless service to the grassroots music scene is Paul Jackson. And here's the Tunstall.
Play for your dinner and play for your bed. It's still kind of that hand to mouth. You know, a troubadour would turn up and they would give them a bed and some food and they would perform. And it's same now, like I perform and I get a bit of cash and I pay my rent and it's not that, it's a different setup but it's not that different.
The music doesn't suffer as much as the musicians do. If nobody shows up, they can't make money, and if they can't make money, they can't show up. It's kind of a catch-22 situation. So if bands stop making YouTube videos and stop posting everything on their Facebook page and just play live, that would probably solve the problem.
At the same time as like growing and encouraging communities because it connects people in a way that they weren't able to connect before, it also has a bit of a stunting effect on local communities.
The internet is responsible for a lot of people coming to gigs. I hate the thing of feeling like a sort of computer's trying to get in your mind and sort of work you out a bit, but there's no doubt that it does like lead people onto stuff. People really use it as a tool for discovering music.
You can kind of see a live concert online, and in a way you're closer to what's happening because the cameras are on the stage and you're not far back at the back of a room or the back of a field.
I mean, in a changing world, there will always be ways that bands, you know, there are different ways where bands can, I guess, grow their reputation. I don't think there's anything which really matches playing live.
Like very quickly moved into this revolution of people being online and people being obsessed with being online and being on their phones. But I think we're also quickly catching up and being like, hang on, we're not really, this isn't the same as human connection. And so I think that movement is moving hopefully just as fast to kind of counteract and keep reminding people